Guys, thanks for joining me on such short notice. I wanted to. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I just got home. Okay. Sorry, Mom. Okay. Guys, today's my parents' wedding anniversary and they celebrated tonight and I'm really happy for them. Hey, Ghostwriter. Hey, mods. Thanks for being here on short notice. And whoever else is here, not very many people are here. I kind of figured it's late and it's short notice. West Coast Fancy Nancy made it. Look at that. I'm going to go up. DS Kitty Diane is here. Pat June is here. Let's see. I'm sorry you were on time, DS Kitty, not me. Hey, Kestrel. Old Charlie made it. Lilac Lime made it. Ghostwriter is here. Aspire to Inspire. Marie Marion. Marissa Martin is here. Jessamine. Hey, babe. Angie Moe. Meredith Lynn. I like what you posted today, and thank you for that. Lynette Treasure. I was looking for you the other day. Thank you for your email, and I just want you to know. Thank you for sending that. I think about you, and I want you to know that thoughts and prayers and well wishes to you. I would never share what you said, but I want you to know I think about you. Hey, Just Jen. Linda. Wanda, you're here. It's kind of late. Ty's channel. Thank you. Hey, Jennifer Folsom. You're so cute, Jennifer Folsom. Is that real turquoise? Tis. It is. It's Chan Lu, for God's sakes. Lorraine Chambers. Heather. Lisa Kelson. Thanks, Lisa. Critters Creations. Your jewelry is on point today. I took the Snoopy. I took it to Snoopy and I put him on this cute, colorful chain. Is he so cute? I love Snoopy. I love him. Hey, Grandma Sunshine Dragon. Speaking of jewelry, do you guys what the heck? Well, you scared me. Sabrina. Good Lord, Sabrina. What's with the hair, girl? That's a lot of extra. But she did eat her dins. Sabrina ate her dins. Hey, Just As I Am. You're pretty tiny. You make me want turquoise, Reese. Olivia. That's my sole purpose in life, girl. Guys, it's weird when B Lady doesn't like turquoise. Hey, Audra, I think it's weird. Guys, turquoise changes your life. Turquoise will make you see your future in a more positive sense. That was drawn out and unnecessary. Honey Lou. Honey Lou, good to see you, babe. What's going on, Sabrina? Hey, Humby. Okay, I may just have to freeze. I forgot to adjust the thermostat. That's a lot, Sabrina. Is Buffy here? I don't think Buffy is here to say hello to you. Did you know that you were a lot of extra? Did you know that maybe we could put this on your head? Because no one likes it on my head. Lisa Kelson. Let's see. Where's Armine? Oh, that's really cute. Sabrina, that's really cute, girl. Oh, she hates it, though. She says, not everybody wants to look like a grandma like you. Sabrina, but you are that old and you're really cute. Hey, Catherine J. Oh, Patty, definitely. Patty, I love you. Rest in peace forever to Noodles. And I want you to know I think about you and Noodles all the time, Patty. Love you. Diana H. has a horrible migraine. Do you remember last night I said I had a headache? I still have a headache. It's not that bad. West Coast Fancy Nancy. That's hilarious. Hey, Melissa. She is. Lisa Kelson, she has a lot of different names because she came from Christ. She was born next to Christ. So Mary Barons, you're back tonight. Guys, I'm shocked to see some of you. It's late. I didn't think anyone would show up except the mods. I thought I would just be doing a show for the mods. And they love that because they can't get enough of me. They're like, can we turn in our wrenches? We don't really necessarily want to do this anymore. We thought this was going to be like a 1-year contract. Little did they know the show still goes on. Sabrina, that's a lot of extra, girl. It's a lot. Where's Katie Fulton? Sabrina, it's a lot. Did you know this? Oh my God, girl. Where is Armine? Oh, it's late in the UK. Okay, good, Jessamine. Real good. Guys, speaking of jewelry, see you later, Sabrina. Do you guys remember I told you last? I have stuff I actually want to talk about, to be quite clear. Do you remember? Oh, yeah. Do you remember last night I said, "Where's my Fred necklace? Where's my Gary necklace?" Hey, Angel K, Barbara, wait. Guys, I had these made. So, for those of you that I'm sure everyone knows, Mary Barron's, I am not a night owl, but I've been gone all day. Hux and I had a day date before I get into the necklace. It's 11 a.m. in Sydney in December, Pat Jonas. That's wild. We had a day date. Were you allowed to say born next to Christ while in Scientology? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hey, Michelle Lynn. Hux and I had a day date. We went out for lunch and then we went to War Trace and saw Ellie, who's pregnant, at the store and brought her some fudge that I bought in Bell Buckle and did a little shopping there. And we had a heck of a smashing good time. Look how cute Huxley is, guys. That was me and Hux today. And we went out for lunch to the Bell Buckle Cafe, and it was really fun, but it's also weird that they have, it's a little strange. I'm going to be honest. It's a little strange that they have Christmas lights out, but you know what? It's the country time. And I got my iced tea, and we had a great time. We did a little date today. Yeah, we really had fun. We were gone for hours. We walked up and down Bell Buckle. And then, hey, Michelle, yeah, we walked up and down Bell Buckle. And then we went to War Trace to visit, thanks, Diana H., to visit Ellie and Christy over at Southern Goods Mercantile. No, Jessamine, that was no. Hey, Anna Banana. So, I haven't had any water yet. Let's take a sip. That's what we've been doing. And oh, I know. You guys know Southern Buffy. There you are. I just said, where's Buffy? Buffy, we put Sabrina on for you just a few minutes ago. Angel K, I do too. That iced tea was top notch, Lisa, and I'm glad that you noticed. I figured you would. It was your style to notice. I got this ring today at Southern Goods, and she brought this back from a maker in Oregon, in Portland. And do you guys remember the ring that Fred gave me that I showed last night that was mother of pearl? And he said, this is for Mama's Day. This looks just like it, but it's bigger. Look. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. And it's handmade by some guy in Portland, Oregon. And that's hey, Sandra, that is a nice piece of mother of pearl. Like, it's large. And I really liked it. And it fits my middle finger nicely. And I just really, really liked it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, look guys, I found these, thanks Anna Banana. I found these necklaces that I had made. So my dog died, my 12-year-old Chihuahua, Gary, who I had since he was 8 weeks old. He died when he was 12, and I didn't know he was going to die. Now, Gary had been on medication for congestive heart failure, but I didn't know it was coming. I always was told by the vet, you'll know, because if he does die without having to be put down, it's Sabrina. Yeah. Thanks, Lisa Kelson. It'll sound like a washing machine. And they were correct. That's exactly what it sounded like. There was a Wednesday morning on April 17th, 2019. I woke up to get ready for work and he was dying. And he died on my chest. 3 days later, my husband died of congestive heart failure, both unexpected. Died right then and there in the same house. So I had these, oh, it's in front of me. Hey, P. Taylor, I had these necklaces made when they died, and I don't wear them. I should. I don't, because I'm like, they're keepsakes and I don't want to, but that's stupid. And the person who made these did a fantastic job. Here's my fingernail. Like, look at how small this is. It's small. Look at this. That's Gary. That's a great photo. I took that picture. Isn't he cute? God, he was such a cute Chihuahua. He had a pink nose. That's Gary. And then I had one made of Fred, and this is such a good picture of Fred. This is the picture I used for his funeral pamphlet thing. I really like this picture. And I had that necklace made. I mean, for such a tiny photo, they did a great job. Like, this is my thumbnail is bigger. I know, P. Taylor, he does. Thanks, Scrumby. So aren't those cute? I wanted to show those to you guys. I know, Just Jen, I do too. Oops. I'm trying to get them both lined up on my hand so I can show them to you. Really meant a lot to me to have these made. I just should wear them. Is that the most adorable thing? And they're super clear photos. It's one of those, hey, Starlina. It's one of those things. You guys have stuff that's like super precious to you. Like, even if it's, hey, Aline, thanks, Lizar. Who made them? I don't know. I had them made at the store. Do you guys remember in Kansas City where Pam owned that store called Georgie? I don't know if hey, Heather Carr. Hey, Go the Greek. Thanks, Just Jen. I don't think the artist is still in that store, and they weren't that expensive. I want to say to do these, it was like $100 a piece. They're not like solid gold or anything. They're tarnishing on the back, but it doesn't matter. It took a lot of work. Yeah. Well, Audra in Denver says you should wear them together. I had the Gary one made for a 20-inch, and this one is 18. So I wanted to wear them together anyway. That was the intention. But do you guys ever have something that's so precious to you, whether it be a vase? Well, that's kind of not a good example because that is breakable. But do you have like a dress or a pair of shoes or like something that you just hold on to and you're like, I don't want to wear it. It has some sort of sentimental value. That's how I feel. It's like, I should wear these. I had them made to wear that. I just think they are so adorable. Fred's face, his round, sweet little head is so cute. And it's like, Reese, wear these, babe. Wear those. So I think I will start wearing them. They really mean a lot to me. And I had them tucked away in this little container. Because remember last night, I was like, where is that? You guys have seen that. Remember, hey, Just Joan, that's all labradorite. And then I wanted to say this last night because Renee B's not in here, but I love a paperclip chain, and this one is huge. And this is, you guys know I like to layer necklaces. Hey, Muffet Lou, we're not doing a jewelry one tonight. Don't worry, everybody. But I really like a statement, big paperclip chain, and you could put like a charm on it. But I just wanted to add that if you wanted to layer like a fun paperclip chain is really fun. I don't have people, I have things. Just Jen, I get it. And you know what? I'm not embarrassed or ashamed about my things. And people like to make fun of me for my things. My things are very meaningful to me. They mean something very special to me. And I don't feel bad about that. I'm looking to see if there was anything else. The only thing I found was this long, weird necklace that I got with Jeff a long time ago. Hey, baby lily pad. Hey, Tiffany G. Do you remember where you purchased the gold hourglass necklace? Yes, Sierra. It's on sale right now. She's phasing it out. It's 15% off sale right now, I think. Sierra Winter Jewelry in Kansas City. Thanks, Sandra. This is really cute. It's just dainty with a butterfly. It's so long. And what you do, I forgot I had this. Thanks, Tiffany. I don't know. What do I do? So you wrap it and it's like this. And then I think this just isn't my style, but it's cool. But like that, would I just do that? What do I do with this? I'm mad about it because I forgot I had it and it wasn't cheap. I mean, it's cute. I think with the right clothing, you have to have, yeah, I do too, Linda. You have to have the right clothes on for this kind of a thing. And I think it would look cute with like a solid dress maybe. But it's long. So is that like a zipper chain? This? I don't think so. I don't know what a zipper chain is. So Actually, it's something I wanted to talk about. It's been kind of a weird day. It's a lasso with a caftan. Jessamine, that's exactly perfect. That would be cute with a caftan. It would drape nicely on a caftan. Nice choice, Jessamine. Don't think I didn't notice. I see you perking up in class, paying attention. Hey, Kat, the picture of you holding hands, was that you? What? Do I have any dragonfly fly jewelry? No. What picture holding hands? What do you mean? What does that mean? I don't know what you mean. Kat, I'm so glad you did. Could you wear it as a belt? Interesting. I think I'm too fat. Let's see. Guys, my friend Michelle and I talked on the phone today, and she told me, she goes, "What's the greatest love song that you know of?" And I was like, "Oh, I could belt this easily." Nice thinking. I like that you have your thinking caps on tonight in class, everybody. Oh, Muffet Lou. This turquoise one? Yeah, this is one of my favorite necklaces, but I love turquoise. Um, she said, "What's your favorite love song?" And I said, "Oh, geez, I don't know. There's a lot." And I said, "I really like a lot of Billy Joel. I like Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel. Etta James, At Last is a good one. Uh, Harvest Moon by Neil Young was one that Fred and I used to dance to. And another one called I Love You by a band from the 60s. There's some good love songs. There's Renee B. Renee B, they talked about you today. I was at Southern Goods Mercantile. I got this really cool mother of pearl ring. They all told me to tell you hi, Renee B, and everybody else. Thank you for supporting her. She said you were texting her today. Anyway, Michelle told me about a song. Have you guys ever heard of this artist? If probably the younger crowd would know, because I don't listen to younger music. I listen to older music, and I really like this guy, but I'd never heard of him. And I love this song. I've been listening to it all day on repeat in my car. Billy Joel, yes, yeah. Oh yeah, Muffet Lou. You thought it was opals. Interesting. No, it's just gold little discs with turquoise discs. Yeah, P. Taylor, I showed it yesterday. It's called Hey Like a Child by Kurt Vile. Has anybody ever heard of that guy? I really like the song. I like the music to the song, and I've been listening, jamming out to it all day. Anyway, guys, that's a great one, Ghostwriter. Shelly, of course you did. At Last is a great song. There's so many love songs. It's kind of hard to, like, she put me on the spot. I'd never heard of him either, Just Jen, but I downloaded and listened to that song. It's called Hey Like a Child, and it's a love song. And it's really cute. And I really enjoyed the music to it. Kid, nobody wants to listen to it. Kid, do you want to get out? Because I don't have time for this. I never wear these shoes either. Oh, I love Vienna by Billy Joel. That's one of my favorite Billy Joel songs, Vienna. Look at how fun these are. These are some golden geese. Never wear my golden geese. I never wear these. But I thought, how fun to style this with these overalls. And I thought it was fun. Lisa Kelson, it's a good song. I thought I never ever wear. I wore these with a caftan that was a leopard print, wild neon colored leopard print. Like it was like pink, purple. It looked like a Lisa Frank folder from the 90s. Isn't this fun? I do too, Lisa Kelson. These are really fun. And I don't ever get them out. I probably because there's not a lot to style these with. Hey, Audrey, to be honest, there's not. Like, I don't know. I feel stupid saying that because I love a pop of color. So it's like, what do you mean you can't style these? They're just not the easiest pair to style, but they're fun in summer. And I thought these are fun with, oh, really, Angie Mo? I'd never heard of him before, but my friend Michelle loves him. That's so cute, Diana H. So weird day, great day. Got to spend it with Hux. Like I needed to do that. Huxley and I had so much fun just tooling around in that little town. And then we went over to War Trace. And you know what's really cool? Next weekend, guys, in Wartrace, they're having a music festival. Like several people. Thanks, Muffet Lou. A bunch of people are coming to sing on a stage like all day. And you know what's really cool? They asked me and Huxley to come work. I'm going to go work the festival next week, and I'm really excited about it. Thank you, Marissa Martin. It's still itching. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. I'm going to go stamp people's hands, check IDs, and take their tickets and like tear it in half or something. I don't know. Girl, you could style a potato sack. I don't know about that, but thanks for the vote of confidence, Angel K. Love you, girl. I'm going to go work the festival. Huxley's going to work with the police officers and have help park cars. And I'm going to accept tickets and stamp people's hands and say hello to some friendly folk. I hope. I'm a little nervous about it because I was like, what if there's hateful people there? Like, what if they're not cool? And she said, well, you're going to have a police officer with you the whole time. So, and I said, oh, okay, feel safe. That's good. Yeah, maybe I can live stream. I would love to do that, Lisa Kelson. Yeah, getting involved with the community. They also begged me when I went in there today. They said, will you please start a booth? Will you please have a booth here? And I said, twist my arm. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. It would be fun, Shelly. Maybe I can live stream it a couple of times. I'm going to be there most of the day next Saturday. Huxley was excited too. They really asked him to help too. They were like, can you come help? There's going to be a ton of other kids there, like high school kids helping like direct traffic and move cars into parking lots and stuff. P. Taylor, quite possibly, girl, quite possibly. So it was a weird day also. And I want to talk about this. I've been trying to tell Huxley this, and I've been trying to follow it myself, Lisa Kelson. Yes. I'm trying to be a lot more grateful for things and like kind of more. What's the festival? It's called the Wartrace. It's in Wartrace where our store is, Southern Goods. And I think so too, Angel. And you know, Angel, you were there. I love that area. There's a new barbecue place that opened. Like that's worth it alone. I want to go try it. But it's in Wartrace and it's a music festival next Saturday. And it's like all day. They're going to have 3 stages and like a whole bunch of people playing music. And they're going to have food and drinks, a ton of vendors, a ton of food trucks. Like I really think wear comfortable shoes. You know, I was going to look at the weather too. Definitely comfortable shoes. And I'll bring like a jacket in case it gets cool. I'm sure it will in the night. Yeah, I know. I'm actually it's really cute, Renee B. I'm really looking forward to it. Hux and I both don't really get out of the house much. And I thought, what a fun way to just meet people, just chill, just loosey goosey, just get to know people. I really like that. I'm excited about it. Quite honestly, I'm very excited about it. So that would be amazing, Angie Mo. That would be really fun. Is your birthday next Saturday? Happy early birthday, Angie Mo. Susie with an S is on a road trip. Have fun, babe. Be safe. Audrey, I think so too. I think it will. Yeah, Hux and I will both have fun. It was so cute. They were like, can you come help? We have a bunch of kids that are coming to help and the police will be with them. So I was like, yeah, you can help. That's great. I really like that. So this, hey, Shelly Kelly, this is still itching like crazy. The thing that I wanted to kind of bring up today is, oh, your birthday is Wednesday. Guys, happy early birthday for our Angie Mo girl. I love that. Bittersweet, a little bit bittersweet. I have like people who, I don't know how to put this. Let me just start with what I was going to say. I am more grateful now than ever. I feel way more centered in life than I've ever felt. And I know it's because of you guys. But I also want to acknowledge something. I think good things are happening. I can't prove that. I don't know. But I think for all of us, I feel like we're going in the right direction. I feel like good things are moving. I mean, like, with the universe. I don't mean, like, financially. I don't mean in the material world. I think good things are happening, and I think that that aligns with a lot of what we stand for here, if that makes sense. Like, I really I was sitting with my parents yesterday, and m my mom was talking about, like, a lot of the hate this week. Yeah, he has made some good friends, Audra. He's made some. And my mom and I were talking about just, like, social media and just how hateful it can be. I do, Marie Marion. I just drank some. Thank you for reminding me. And I just said, I don't really go into that stuff anymore because it's not something I want to debate even behind the scenes. Like, um, yeah, Shelly, yeah, Lisa. What I'm trying to say is I don't even want to put it out there into existence how I feel. Hey, Trisha Kelly. Hey, Lori Lee. Buffy, you hit it on the head. Social media is a dumpster fire. Yes. But here's the thing, it's bigger than that to me. I don't want to make those kinds of calls. Like, I don't want to, yes, Anita Card. Yes. I really trust and believe in God now. And so I'm like, that's not up to me. I don't even want to have thoughts about like what should happen to people. I don't want to have thoughts about like I don't want to judge. That's where I'm at. I'm not really interested in judging anymore. I'm kind of like, do your thing and you'll have to answer. It's how I feel about my dad. I'm like, he'll have to answer for things. Don't worry, Reese. Like, you don't have to worry about justice. You don't have to worry about that stuff because people really get involved in that kind of thing. And I understand. I've been doing it my whole life. Like, they should have to pay for that. Karma's a bitch, whatever. Like, hey, Nicole Hazel Miller, isn't today your anniversary? Is today your birthday? Am I wrong on both? Yeah, Shelly. I guess what I'm trying to say though is like, that's not, yeah, Tara Jackson. Hey, circled in red. That's not my job. You can get as fired up as you want passionate about whatever you want to get passionate about. And you can get really hateful of me. You can do anything you really want. And I'm just kind of going to take a step back. Like, we choose who we want to be around. And the way I see it too, yeah, just Jen, but like people who are so hateful or hate me or hate somebody else or whatever, if you really break that, yeah, happy anniversary. Yeah, was the 12th. I told you happy anniversary. I just thought it was you. I'm glad I clicked with that. I was right, is what I'm trying to say. Happy anniversary. If you're like really wishing that kind of hate on me or anyone, that truly is, I know we've all heard this, but if you think about it, that truly is, it's like you're drinking poison and expecting me to get sick and die. You're not taking up any space in my head. You have no idea how much you're not taking up any space in my head. I knew that, Buffy. And I'm not saying that to be mean or catty or antagonistic. Like, it's not up to me anymore. I don't feel like I'm involved in this kind of like sifting through this stuff anymore. Like, I don't have any time for it. I have no interest in it. Yeah, West Coast Fancy Nancy. And if you want to be hateful, like you'll be dealt with. It just won't be because like I'm not, hey Michelle Asbell, thank you. It's not, I don't mean that as a threat. I just mean it's above what I do for as a human being. Like that will be dealt with. Like, I think about my father, the man who caused the most harm, and I'm like, I don't need to worry about that. I don't need it to take up any space in my head, how much my dad hurt me. It's good to talk about it and go through those stories and the memories and the trauma because it helps me to heal, and I'm healing pretty fast. But as far as what he's done, someone said to me, how many people, powerful movie. How many people have seen The Color Purple? Such a good movie, so heavy, so well done, but rough movie to watch. I've seen it probably 5 to 10 times. I've seen it a lot. Wow, Just Jen. You know what someone said to me yesterday? Me too, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Do you remember at the end what she says to Danny DeVito at the or Danny DeVito? Danny, what's his name? What's that dude's name? Not Danny DeVito. I know, Mary Barron's, it will lift, babe. You're working through a lot of heavy things, a lot of heavy things, Mary Barron's. Just stay with us. Stay with your group of people that you trust and you love. And I hope that this is one of them. We love you, Mary Barron's. Um, Danny Glover, thank you. Oh, I love that West Coast Fancy Nancy. Yeah, it's hard to watch, but great movie, great moral of the story in that movie. So anyway, my friend says, yeah, Shell. My friend says to me yesterday, she goes, you know, the end of that movie when Whoopi is, I think she's leaving Danny Glover and he goes to hit her again, like he always did. And she like, I don't remember, but she doesn't let him this time. And she says, everything that you've done to me has already been done to you. And I thought, guys, that's so true. Like we don't have to worry about it. It's such a it takes so much weight off. It lifts so much when you don't have to be worried about the justice of someone or what's going to happen. Like I'm talking about like whatever happens in the afterlife, like within the universe. She held up her hand and it said exactly what you just said. She cursed him. Yeah, everything that you've done to me has already been done to you. He was a miserable man, right? And she went on, she was the most strong, most beautiful, strong. It was just a movie of strength. And she rose up above it and he never did. He was always below. He was always miserable, hateful. That's all that is. Like I don't want to sink down into that. I don't have time for that, but also just guys, everything that's been done to them is already done to us or the harm they've caused in this world will already be done to them. That's how I look at that. And it's beyond my pay grade to decide what that is. And I don't want to judge. I am the last person. So I said this to my mom. We were talking about the hate. And I said, you know, I don't believe in that anymore. And she said, believe in what? And I said, I don't believe in, yeah, Shelly. I said, I don't believe in like messing with fate. I don't believe in like playing God. I'm not interested in, hey, Linda Prowse, I'm not interested in being like, I hope they suffer. I hope, like people do that shit all the time. Good people. They're not bad people. But like, I think we get comfortable saying that stuff. That isn't up to you. And you got to check yourself. That isn't up to you. And both of my parents said, we noticed that. And I said, I believe in God now. And my mom was like, that's amazing. She goes, you used to be way more hateful. And I said, I know. And she said, you used to say, I hope people go to hell. And I said, I said it all the time. As a Scientologist, I said that kind of stuff all the time. Great movie, Diana H. I used to say, I hope they this. I hope this happens to them. I hope. Nah. Now, we still do it jokingly here. I will never stop being silly about it and using dark humor. Katie Fulton, there she is. Yeah, Audrey, like it's eating you alive, not them, by acting that way, by hoping this stuff, by wishing for people to this, by focusing on it, by letting it take up all this room in your head. It's eating at you. They don't give a shit. I promise you, all the people that spend all their time typing up stuff crazy with their keyboards over on Reddit, making all kinds of forums about me, making videos about me, I don't know anything about it. I don't give two shits. I don't go watch it. I don't go read it. I don't care. They are spinning their wheels and they will have to answer for that. I don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to go on, have my happy life with my friends and my show. They hate me because of what I stand for. They hate me for what I say, what I talk about. They hate me because I'm happy. They hate me because I've made it out of this horrible fucking fire. You're not going to pull me back and sink down with you like Danny Glover in that movie. It's not going to happen. I've made it this far, right? So I wanted to say something. It made me think about, I was thinking about how grateful I am today that I'm still standing. I've lost 4,000 subs. We're about to drop down to 17,000. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I've lost 12 subs in the last, 6 hours? I mean, they're going fast. And I'm totally okay with it. I'm at peace with that. It's about to drop down to 17,000 and I'm totally okay with it. I love this channel and I love this community, and the people who are meant to be here will be here, and the new people who come will come. You know what I thought of? I'm really happy. What did I see? It actually made me it was amazing to see that. What did it say? I saved it. This was one of them, and I really liked this. I really like this, guys. This stands for all of us right here. They had a whole crew against you and still lost. Now that could apply to whatever you want it to apply for, right? Like that doesn't have to mean YouTube. But I thought that was great. They had a whole crew against you and still lost. We're still here. Like they may be trickling and like the haters might be getting, chipping away at 10 unsubscribing, 10 a day. I don't care. Hey, little mink, you don't succeed. You will never succeed. And I really liked this too. Underrated life skill, pausing to decide if it's worth your energy. Pausing to decide if it's worth your energy. Those two things go hand in hand, what I just showed you. It's not worth my energy, and I'm such a happier person. But the other thing I thought of, Stephanie, the other thing I thought of, I love you, Mary Barons. Just Jen, you're absolutely right. The real ones won't leave. The phonies leave. Nobody cares about them. We don't know who they were. They didn't support us. They never clapped for us to begin with. They shouldn't have been here from the get-go. But I also want to say something. I want to validate and thank some of the people who hate me, and made all these horrible videos about me. I don't hate them back. I'm not mad at them. I feel free from those people. I feel free from it. I used to feel a little bit chained down by it. Like they have a little control because they're able to influence people to leave me or believe that, I'm a liar, con artist, whatever I am, right? Grifter. I just see that whole thing differently. Just Joan, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, and that's okay. She says, I wish you wouldn't worry about who is leaving. Just watch who is staying. I left for a bit, but I came back. Just Joan, I'm not worried at all about who is leaving. I'm just grateful for who is here, who is staying, who comes back. Those people shouldn't have been here in the first place. So I'm definitely not worried about it. And I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying here. Yeah, I need a card. It's just, the point is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but I'm thankful. Like I'm thankful for going through that big hate storm that we went through for a long time. It seems to have backed off a little bit. The only reason I say that is people don't reach out to me anymore to say, you need to see this, you should know about that. And maybe just people don't tell me anymore, but I kind of feel like maybe it's backed off. I feel a shift. And I hope that those people it's a them thing, but I hope that maybe they feel better too, not being so hateful. Maybe they've backed off on the hate a little bit. Maybe they're reflecting and going, this isn't what life is about. I really should just live my life and not focus on other people and obsess about total strangers. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe there's a huge hate storm coming my way. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. But I had someone reach out to me today. Oh, I love that, Lisa Kelson. Living in a constant state of grace and love has brought me so much happiness. Yes. Yes. Probably Shelley. It was just lost my train of thought. I do, Angel. I do feel relief. I like taking Huxley out and spending the day with him today, like making eye contact, chatting over lunch. We never go out to eat anymore. Like, thank you, Audrey. I love you too. We never get to do that anymore. So like just being in that present moment, just enjoying my time with my son. Oh, I know what I was saying. I'll come back to it. Not knowing that I'm not doing anything wrong, that I really, really love this time, that he's about to be 16. And I'm like, pretty soon he's going to be an adult, and just like really not taking it for granted, really not caring what other people think is magic. And it's true currency. Like, not they're not going to win if you don't let them. The only way they win is if they have power over you, if they take up space, if they pay for rent in your head. They don't. And it's so free feeling. But no other content creator engages with their audience like you do, Reese. That's why I love following you, P. Taylor, and I appreciate you being with us. I know you're one of them that would never leave us. And I love you for that. Thank you for saying that, P. Taylor. Thanks for being a member, babe. I don't want to go into too much detail here because it's really not that important. But even absolutely, West Coast Fancy Nancy, it's also carrying hate around, truly is like hating and focusing on someone so much is truly like taking a swig of poison. You're poisoning, and the toxicity is in you. I'm walking around happy. I'm having a great time. I'm loving my life. You're never going to take that away from me. Like, please just give up and find something really good to do. Like, go be with your family. Do something else, right? I'm not going to tell people what to do, but some of the quote haters have always reached out to me. There's a few of them that have talked to me always behind the scenes, and it's always been weird and uncomfortable for me. And they've all pretty much gone away. A couple of them I blocked, but I did engage with some of them for a while. Like, actual haters behind the scenes would reach out to me, identify themselves. I never outed them. I've never talked about this because that's not what my channel's about. And of course it's drama. And of course it would bring clicks and views if I were to actually talk about the conversations, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, I may talk about the conversations. I'm not going to out them, and I'm not going to, it's just not my brand. That's not what I do here. And even the haterist of all haters, like, I'm not interested in trashing you. I'm not trying to make your life harder. I don't want to do that. I truly am trying to walk a different path, right? Like, I truly am trying to be a different person. I'm leaving all that shit in the rear view. I'm not interested in that. And this went on, this was quite a while ago, but it was more stuff like, yeah, Audrey, it was more weird stuff. Like, people would reach out to me and tell me little tidbits of things that were going on behind the scenes. Like, people in my private life who are giving up details about me, and like, this is where that's coming from, just so you know, or that's where this information came from and you need to know that. Like, I was like, I don't need to know shit. I don't care if people aren't loyal to me. You think I don't expect that after everything that's happened? I 100% know it's hard to have anyone in your circle because loose lips sink ships. You think I don't know that? Like, I was born and raised in this culture. I'm well aware that anything that comes out of my mouth could easily, or I type on a text or in an email, hey, no drama llama, anything could wind up on YouTube, wind up on the internet, right? Like, I'm pretty seasoned at this point. But people would like stir shit up and be like, hey, this is coming from this person. This person's not really your friend. And I was just like, I'm trying to care. Trust me, like, I'm really trying to care. But even the haters, I don't tell people secrets. You share stuff with me, I'm not gonna out you. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not cool to do. And to me, again, that's playing God. I've done that to people before and I really feel sick about it. I don't like doing that. It's not my job to make people see what kind of character you have. That needs to be exposed all on its own. And you will do a fine job at doing that. People always give themselves enough rope. I don't need to do it. I don't want to do it. It makes me feel sick inside. Hey, DNV, Professor Kakan. So I had a conversation today with someone from the past. And it was interesting. And I don't mean a talking conversation, talk on the phone, but there's just been some kind of a shift. I feel like there's been some kind of a shift. I even told this person, like, I wish you well. I'm sorry that, things have not gone your way. I'm sorry that things haven't worked out for you. And they were just as kind back to me. Not that we're going to trust each other. We're not going to be friends. But I really do think, like, even hitting your biggest critics with kindness, and you're never going to get me to say, I think people, this is what they try to sell about me, I think behind the scenes, that like, hey, whine a little bit more, that I'm this like totally different person. We're going to expose the real Reese or whatever they think. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But I think it's more important now than ever. Yes, DNV. I think it's more important now than ever to, you're never going to see that stuff. It doesn't exist because it's not in my heart anymore. Yes, I've been a hateful person, of course. And I've got a dry ass, sarcastic, dark sense of humor. That's never going to go away. Hey, Rain, have fun at the party. But I also am very certain I will never wish harm on another person. I don't feel that way even about the people who would love to, like, if I died, there are haters out there that would be like, thank God it finally happened. I will not reciprocate. And hey, good for you, Rain, wearing a fake turquoise bracelet. I like that. I won't do it back. And I think, guys, that's all this is it's like, come on, Reese, fight us. We know you will. If we poke her enough. I'm not interested in that shit. And it really was eye-opening for me today. It was really eye-opening for me to speak with, I don't know if they're a hater, but they really, I don't think, like me. And they hung out in the circle of a lot of haters. And there's more than one of them that talks to me. It is Muffet Lou, but I have to say, it felt amazing to just have, like, rise above that. And this person said that. Like, I may think you're a vile, disgusting person. Like, they were like, I don't care who you con anymore. And I was like, you know what my response was? I was like, I'm really happy to hear this, that you're taking your own path. I'm really happy to hear that you're not focusing on other people anymore and doing your own thing. Like, I'm proud of that. I support that. Like, all the knives and stuff you want to throw at me, it still isn't going to stick, and I'm not going to throw them back. And it feels so good to not retaliate, to not react. It feels so good to just go, I really, truly wish you well. Like, I'm not going to be harmful to you. I have healed most of that. I'm sorry that life has made you feel this way. There are humans who will treat you with respect. If they respect you, they will not lie to you and pretend. Yeah, Just Joan, that's true. But I came from a pretty hateful place. Scientology is very hateful. And then coming out onto my YouTube channel, there's a lot of hate. And it's always going to exist. It's always going to exist. If you say so, hate often comes from a place of fear. I could see that. Yeah. That's a great point that you make. It's so very hard to dislike someone I truly don't. I mean, I talked about this the other day. The person who's done the most harm to me, the most damage is my father. I don't hate him. I've healed from that. There were times in my 20s, especially, that I was very hateful, very walking around extremely hateful, yelling at people who pissed me off in public, flipping people off in traffic, just angry, unhealed, angry. Like that's what we're dealing with now with a lot of these people who want to create chaos. I get it. I've been there. I do too, Anita Card, but I do not feel that way anymore. I am so content in my life. And I'm sure shit will come up, but it's really hard to get me to feel even angry. Hate also comes from jealousy. There are on creators on YouTube that can't stand your success. I'm sure that's a fact. I don't think it's all jealousy, but I'm sure that's a fact. It's not just YouTube in life. Like how many I've heard this, like people get mad at the prettiest girl in the room at a party or something. It's like they're jealous, they're envious. We've all felt that before. I've been jealous before. I remember when you first came on YouTube and you said how much you hated your dad. I wanted to hug you so much during those topics. Yes. Brain virus, that sucks. It's true. I've done a lot of healing. Hate comes from insecurity, fear, and jealousy. Yeah, that's got to be a fact. That's got to be a fact, Shelly. Hey, Debbie Zito. Love you, babe. It's got to be true. And I just don't have it in my heart or my gut anymore. I don't have it. I hope it never comes back for me, but I really don't want to see anyone do poorly. I don't want to see people crash and burn. It doesn't make me happy to hear about that. My biggest haters, I don't know their life. Like, I don't know their daily anything. I don't know anything about them. But I hope that they are rising above that. It's a shitty way to exist. That sucks, Rain. Heather Carr, that's so good. And that I'm so happy that you're there now. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that we'll have hiccups, Heather Carr, but I just feel like, West Coast Fancy Nancy says, wanting to grow and not hate shows the Scientology doesn't have a hold on you anymore. I love that. And that's true. That's very true, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Thank you for saying that. It's very validating for you to say that. I didn't even think about it that way. Like, I didn't even attribute that to Scientology. Thank you, Linda. I just think it's outdated. And I know this sounds cheesy to say, but I really don't believe. Well, we know hate isn't the answer, but hate doesn't win. It never does. It never has. I've never seen a time where people triumphed with hate. Like that, it doesn't seem like the right path to take. Not to me. Never been successful hating people. It always seems to come back on you and it fills you with a lot of darkness. Hate takes a lot of energy and gives you nothing in return. It does. It's an energy sucker for sure, Kestrel. Hey, Joy Forbes. Yeah, Shell. And I just wanted to take a second I'm grateful for that. I wanted to take a second to go. I saw something today. Was it a reel? Did I send that to myself? I probably didn't, and I wish I had, but let me see. No, I didn't. It was something about you don't give yourself enough credit every day. Like everybody needs to either in the morning or at the end of the day, we're all just, hey, rocks in a box. I just think we need to give ourselves a little bit more validate ourselves a little bit more. Do you even stop for a minute to like take a look at that? You're like, I'm much better than I was a year ago, 5 years ago. Like I'm a better person today. I know for a fact I am. I used to walk around left and right being like, bye, hope you fall down a flight of stairs and go straight the fuck to hell. Like I used to say, as a Scientologist, nothing's off the table. Like no joke. And I don't talk like that anymore. Hey, Christine Baker, I don't feel that anymore. More importantly, I don't feel that in my heart. Peace, lady, I have missed you. Thank you, Christine. More than I don't talk like that. Like I'm not trying to stop myself from talking like that because I don't have to. I don't feel it anymore. I don't feel that rise of like anger with the pain coming up going, go fuck yourself, right? Fuck off. I don't feel that way. Now, I'm sure there will be moments of that, but it's very different for me. I don't feel that rise of it. It's like you feel the heat in your face. And you're like, I hope something terrible happens to you. Like, it's playing with fate. And I don't want to do that. I can barely control like just everything in my own world. I don't want to try to send out vibes of like harm for someone else. Interesting, Muffet Lou. Thank you, Lisa Kelson. And I want to say, what is this? Let's click on this and listen to it. I don't know. I sent it to myself. I probably, Audra in Denver, I'm sure he has. Huxley himself has been through a lot of changes. We both have since moving here, coming from Kansas City. Like we've moved a lot, so I don't know if he has, but I think so. I think this might apply to what we're talking about. Maybe not. Let's see.
I just seen a post on Instagram that said, don't correct the story anymore. Just outgrow the audience in peace.
Say it louder. Amen.
Listen to that again.
Preach.
Y'all, I just seen a post on Instagram that said, don't correct the story anymore. Just outgrow the audience in peace.
Don't correct the story anymore. Just outgrow the audience in peace. That's exactly where I'm at. So Just Joan, that's what I meant by that. I am losing subscribers like crazy. We're going to drop down to 17,000. Outgrow that. That's still successful to me. That's success. But let people be wrong about you. There's nothing wrong with that. Like just let people say whatever they're going to say. And that's where I'm at. When all that hate started against me, that whole hate campaign, at first I felt nervous and like it was so much bigger than me. It had so much power over me. And I was like, how am I supposed to fix this? How am I supposed to fix a hate campaign against me? I can't. Like I can try. I can shout out and say that's not true. That was not the answer. That was not the answer. It's just water, more water coming into your boat. I feel like you're just sinking lower and lower. Hey, pepperoni nips. And I don't feel that way anymore. Let people be wrong. Dark roast. Wall Street goes up and down. So can you. I don't know that I fully understand that, but thank you, babe. I love Billy Joel. And the other thing that I really want to tell you that I'm experiencing growth in, and I can't go into the details because this just wouldn't be appropriate, but I'm struggling behind the scenes. I'm really struggling with some things right now. Loss. I'm struggling with some losses. Thanks, Dark Roast. And I'm sad about it. I'm experiencing a lot of depression about it. I'm trying to kind of sort through it. And it's hard when I can't talk about it here because this is my journal and I verbally process everything. And you guys work through stuff with me. And so it's kind of a bummer that I don't feel, yeah, I know, Mary Barons. I know that very much, babe. And that's why I'm glad we're together, Mary. That's all I can say. I'm glad that we're together because I feel like that equals connection when you're both experiencing some sadness from some loss. And I know for a fact that you are, Mary. And I am truly experiencing some loss and I'm grieving that. And I've not grieved before because you're not allowed to do that in Scientology. I mean, even when my husband died, thank you, Shell, Fred died. And they were like, you need to come to the org and do a loss of a person assist. Like we need to remove the sting of the loss immediately so you don't feel it. There is no grieving. It's you need to get over this and find a new husband. Okay. Like that's Thank you, Marie Marion. Thanks, Rain Virus. And so here's the thing, don't be too sorry, guys. Like this is someone said this to me, and I don't want to get weird. I'm not trying to talk about God a lot. I don't want to make people uncomfortable. But whether you believe in God or not, I think we'll call it the universe. I think I'm being tested in a lot of ways. I think some people were put in front of me to have me see if I'm still able to be walked all over and boundaries crossed. And I've lost a few people that really crossed boundaries with me big time, big time. And I would have, yeah, Pat Jonas, that's exactly right. In the past, I would have not dealt with it. I would have just let it keep happening. And I'm really proud of myself because I didn't this time. It was really hard for me to say anything, to voice anything. But I didn't this time. I didn't just let it bulldoze me this time. You have to remember, I'm silent when anything happens to me. That's why I think strong-minded people who power struggle in life, like just people who want power, I think flock to me because they know I'm not going to fight it. They know I'm not going to say no. They know that I'm going to allow them to cross boundaries because I learned this about myself in therapy this week. Scientology, but mainly TR bullbait. When you bullbait, you are totally rewiring your brain. You are totally training. They are training you. They are punch, 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 bang, do whatever they can. And you have to ignore every possible gut feeling reaction to stand up for yourself. You are rewarded to the next level if you stay silent and do nothing. I did thousands and thousands of hours of that. Letting people pretend to sexually assault you, letting people call you names, fat, disgusting, piece of shit, you'll never amount to anything. I mean, all you want to do is cry or scream or get out of there, but you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to react at all. And then you're rewarded for that. So we are totally retrained. Thank you, West Coast Fancy. We're totally retrained to do nothing. So then now I'm this fully formed adult. And I'm like, why do I always let people walk all over me? People can say the most vile shit to me. And I'm like, and then what did I say months ago? I was like, I'm okay with abuse. Of course I was. Why wouldn't you be? You're trained to ignore your boundaries. You're literally trained from childhood to ignore your boundaries. All you want to do is say, stop, you're hurting me. Stop. Don't say that about my mother. Stop. Don't pretend to be performing oral sex on me at the age of 7. That's inappropriate. Every boundary you want to put up, you have to tear down in your own head and train yourself to do that and be silent. And now I'm aware that I do that. And it's huge for me. Vicky C, do I have someone that I can talk to about these losses? My therapist? Not really. Hey, Danny, it's okay. I'm processing it. But I'm sad. I'm really struggling with it because I can't talk about it here. I don't want to. I always talk about me here, but I'm very careful to not talk about others' stories. I don't want to use somebody else's voice. I don't want to I'll never sell people out. Like, no matter how many people hurt me, I'm not going to say their names or do anything here. I would never do that. I'm not, that's trash. That's garbage. I don't do that. I don't attack people. The only time I attack people is if they attack me first. I never do that. So I wouldn't do that. And so it's hard for me because I can't talk about it. Yes, Renee B, but I truly believe a couple of things. These were tests. These were tests because I was really put to the test. They really crossed my boundaries big time, hugely. Can't fix it big time. Like, it can't be fixed. And I'm finally doing something about those kinds of things, even though it's hard to lose people. It's hard to experience that loss. Is it better to be quiet and let them keep doing what they're doing? No. And well, happy birthday to you, Danny. So I feel like I'm at a new fork in the road where I just don't allow people to trample all over me anymore. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it yet. But I'm definitely like tiny little baby steps. I'm standing up for myself, going, you're not going to do that to me. I'm just not going to allow that anymore. It's hard for me to not. It's one of those things I really, really, really see what happened with the bull bait and how Scientology is literally training you to ignore every red flag going off, every bell and whistle going off in your body, in your gut, in your intuition, and you have to ignore it. You're trained to do that. And then you're trained to endure it, internalize it, and then you're rewarded for that. That's sick. And that really, really will make some screwed up adults. Yeah. I don't know if it causes the same type of what I've turned out to be. Like, I can't speak for other ex-Scientologists who had a ton of bull bait. I have no idea if they react the same way I do. I know how I react to that, how it rewired my brain, and now this is where I'm at. I don't trust my boundaries. I'm not even sure that I'm aware of them, and I'm definitely unaware of my emotions about certain things. I'm so numb to it. I'm so numb. I was trained to just be totally desensitized to that. When my husband died, they were like, "Come on in for an assist and move on with your life." Let's say, here's what they call it. Let's take the charge off of the loss. What's charge? In real life, charge is emotions. You're crying. That's charge. You have charge on something. Here's Fred dying, and I've got all these. I can't stop crying, and I can't. We need to take the charge off of that. Okay, good. Now it's just a death. Move on. Remove the charge. That's what that's called. So of course, you're going to have all these numb ass, desensitized people walking around because they don't know any better. They were literally trained and rewarded. The brain knows now you will be rewarded if you take it. Just keep taking it, endure it, accept it. Let people call you horrible names. That's why I think I'm pretty good at managing my haters, my team of haters, because I don't come out swinging. I never have. I don't react to that shit. I usually fall asleep to it. It's like, okay. It's so funny how many people from the get-go were just with good hearts. They were trying to be good people, but they were like, "Oh my God, I just saw this and you need to know what they're saying about you over here on Reddit." And I was like, "Do I?" And then if I know, then what? Okay, so now you just told me. Now what? What am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do about it? They're saying I'm a bad mom and they're going to call child services. And like, am I supposed to run around in circles? Like, what do you want me to do about that? I don't care what people are saying. I'm very desensitized to stuff. It is really hard to get me revved up. That's why I'm not a yeller. When I'm in a relationship with someone, you will not hear me screaming. It's not my thing because I'm so numb to shit. It takes a lot to, it's like to get this engine even warmed up. It's going to take a long time. Yeah, I understand, Peace Lady. Grief equals loss. How do you just throw that away? So very sad. It's very sad. I don't know if it's better or worse that I deal with losing people more easily. I think better, but it's because I can see the blessing in the fact that the person left. Not talking about death, though. Yeah, I knew. I was like, she's not talking about death before I even read that last part. So I don't know if it's better or worse that I deal with losing people more easily. I think better. Well, here, Kat, I'm with you. I'm doing okay. It's hard to lose more than one person in a short amount of time, and for reasons that I can't share with you, but I'm sad about. My hat just came undone. Hold on. Well, now it's too tight. I hope that's not like malfunctioning. That better stay like that. Here we go. they're all such unique situations, but yeah. There is one person I've talked about with this and processed it with, and that's my oldest friend, Michelle. Michelle and I have been chatting more lately. We very rarely talk these days just because she's got a full life. She's got a full time job. She's got a guy she's really into. She's got a 13-year-old daughter. Like, people get through life. I actually prefer to have, hey, B lady, welcome in. I prefer to have friends that are busy. I really don't want friends that just need me all the time. I like that. Were the Lisses connected? I don't understand what you mean, Heather. What? Reese, you're like a little sister that I've seen grow up into a beautiful woman. You blossoming into a loving person. Thank you so much, DNV. That is so nice. Oh, losses. Were the losses connected? No. That's even worse. They weren't. It's totally random. It was random. Just all happened at once. It was the time was connected, but no, they were not connected. She's just going to keep crying if I don't let her in. Come on. Kia. 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 Come on, baby. Kia. Come on, baby. Kia.
Are you still doing a show?
Yeah, and kid's crying at the door. Come on, kid. This isn't awful and embarrassing. Kid, come on. Okay, Hux, can you let her in if she keeps crying? Thank you. I was talking to my friend Michelle about it today, and one of the instances I was talking about, Jessamine, her little voice is so cute and dainty, like a child kid. She's so funny. And I was telling my friend Michelle about one of these scenarios. It's B lady, thanks for asking. It's better, but it's itchy. It's itchy, girl. By the way, B lady, I answered you on Facebook Messenger. I hope you got that. You probably did. I've been gone all day. I told my friend Michelle about it, and Michelle was floored. And she's known me for 22 years. She was floored. And she's never been in Scientology, none of that. She knows me very well. But she was like, Reese, what are you doing? She was angry with me. I hadn't talked to her in a while. And I told her one of the situations of the losses between a friend of mine. And she was like, what the hell? She was like, why would you allow that? Why would you allow someone to say that to you? She was like, why would you allow someone to blow through your boundaries like that? And, oh, okay, B lady. I recently got dropped like a hot potato by someone I was excited about newly dating over something so dumb. I was so sad, but it was over in 48 hours. That sucks, Kat. I know you were excited about that person you were newly dating, and I'm sorry. That really sucks, babe. I didn't know that. And it shook me a little bit, like into what a Scientologist would say. It took me into PT, present time. And she was like, I don't understand why you would allow someone to treat you or talk to you that way. Like, you did set a boundary, and I did. She said, you did set a boundary. And this person blew right through it. Like, didn't hear anything you said. And guys, that really is a red flag with someone's character. It just is. I pay so much more attention. I do not give anybody keys to my house anymore. And what I mean by that is, like, I just don't give anybody access to me, because it's giving someone keys to do you give everybody keys to your house? Would you give everyone access to your house like that? Like, no. And I really do have an issue, guys, and it speaks to your character, in my opinion. Pay attention. B lady, no, I just bought this today, and it looks like Fred's ring. It's bigger. It's a much bigger piece of mother of pearl, and it was handmade in Portland, Oregon, and I had to have it. Thanks for noticing. Pay attention when you say something, I know, B Lady, it's crazy. That's why I bought it. I was like, it's a bigger version of Fred's and I love it. When you tell someone something and you say like, I'm not comfortable with this, or I don't know, like, please respect this. I'm asking you to do this. Like, and they just totally don't hear it and they just walk past it like it's wallpaper. I've always let people do that to me, and it is a fucked up thing to do. When people, I'm not saying I'm a perfect friend, but if I'm friends with you and I'm talking to you, or you say, like, tired, I would go, well, my God, let me go take a nap. Go do, yeah, take care of you. Did you not get any sleep last night? Like, I would then put the focus on you and tell you I would let you go. But if I just didn't, oh, my wrist size is definitely like about, it's less than 7 inches, but I'm a good like 6 and 3/4 wrist size. I really have a problem with it's, for instance, one of my biggest pet peeves are entitled people, which kind of goes hand in hand with the boundary thing. If I hold a door for you in public and you just breeze right through it, I get really pissed about that. I think it is so rude. I always say loudly, don't say thank you. How could you do that? When a stranger holds the door for you and you just breeze on through, it's like, that is so rude. That is so entitled. Did you just expect me to hold that door for you? It's so fucking rude. It's also rude if you take somebody out to dinner or you go out to lunch with someone and they go, no, 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 I got it. I do that a lot. I pay for people when I go out to eat because if they invite me or I invite that, like, I don't get to go out to eat very often. I like to take my friends out to eat. This maybe happens twice a year, but I can't imagine someone not saying thank you. Like, the one or two times recently I've gone out to eat with my parents, they go to pay for it all. And I'm like, no, I can pay for me and Huxley. Like, I always offer to pay. And of course, my mom or my dad or both are like, no, 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 no. I always am like, thank you for dinner. I mean that, like, really, truly, that was so kind. And I've instilled that in my kid to always be grateful if someone does anything, whether pay for something or hold the door. So it's the same thing. If you've got some intimate friendship with someone and you're like, yeah, I'm just tired, and they just blow through it. They just walk past it like it's wallpaper. That's holding the door, not saying thank you. You don't give a shit about me. And if it's once, fine. Shelly, stop. If it's once, fine. One time is a choice. Twice is a decision. Like, I got to see a pattern before I'm just going to cut somebody off. But it really hurts my feelings. Like, it really hurts my feelings when I say, and I'm brave enough to voice to you, I don't like that. That's hard for me to set a boundary in the first place. But for you to just cross it like it meant nothing to you really hurts me. It makes me think you don't give two shits about me. You didn't even hear what I said. Do you think it's easier for you to get past heartbreak and death more than those that haven't had Scientology training? Yes, I think so. Betrayal by someone that you care about is the absolute worst. Hold on, guys. I didn't realize I was going to hear from that person. Betrayal, yeah, brown spotted eagle. I like your picture a lot. Betrayal by someone from someone that you care about is the word, and it is betrayal. That's a strong, dramatic word. It is betrayal. It's betrayal. If someone truly knows you, you wouldn't even have to tell them, at least most of the time. For someone to just walk all over you is disgusting. It is. And it's like, what do I do about that? When you've put in time, when you've put in time and work into a friendship with someone, a work relationship, a boyfriend, and they end up not being who you thought they were, what do you do? That's so awkward and uncomfortable. That's where I sit in the uncomfortable. I'm like, I would rather just suffer than bring this up. It's hard for me to be like, hey, you crossed my boundaries, and I have a real issue with that. I struggle with that. Michelle said that today. I struggle with that. She was like, so would you rather just suffer? She was like, would you rather just let people treat you like shit and walk all over you? I was like, yes. Because I don't want to say it. I don't want to have to say it. It's so awkward. So then she says to me, she goes, then don't talk to him ever again. Don't talk to him ever again. That's what she said. And I said, Michelle, I'm shocked hearing that come out of your mouth. She goes, why would you waste more time trying to sort out with someone who's not hearing that kind of shit anyway? They don't care what you're saying. They've walked past your boundaries so many times. She was like, just don't talk to him again. I said, that's so Scientology. Ha ha! Lisa Kelson. You guys, I'm shocked. Look at Lisa. Block those people fast. That's what Michelle said. She goes, block them. Move on. And I said, but I've invested. I'm invested here. Like these are friends. She was like, are they? Or are they people who just overpower you because they know they can, who just take advantage of you? I was shocked. Sorry about that. See, you guys are shocking me too. Now, it makes sense to do that, but that's so Scientology. That is so Scientology to just be like, fuck this. Don't ever talk to him again. I was like, oh, shit. I said I was trying to be a human. I was trying to like, Lisa, I told her, I said, I thought you guys do the opposite in the real world. In Scientology, that's what we do. We're like, bye, disconnect. I thought you were supposed to make an effort. Like, I thought you were supposed to be like, hey, I'm leaving you as a friend. Yeah, brown spotted eagle. But she was like, I said, I thought I should like put a text out there or something that says like, I'm leaving you with a friend and here's why. And she goes, why? They've treated you like shit. They've walked all over you. Why are you giving them? Why? So they can turn you into the villain? Like, so they can be like, oh, so this is how you talk to me? Like, why? You think they're not prepared for that? She was like, fuck that. Don't ever speak to them again. I was shocked. How do you do that with a friendship that you've put time and energy into? I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's very Gene Wally. It's very Scientology. Is it possible to speak to those people and let them know how they made you feel? I'm with rocks in a box here. Maybe they would apologize and do better going forward. Well, this has been going on. The only problem with that is rocks in a box. It's a pattern big time. It's been going on for a while. I'm just now finally speaking up about it. I'm like rocks in a box, though. I'm like, shouldn't I speak my truth or something? Hey, Jeanette, not really. Because you've already done that and they blew right past your boundaries, like walking past you like wallpaper. Not really. What did they do to you? Is it something that hurt you? If it is something that then you can maybe and should something that definitely hurt me. Yeah, very much so. And very obvious. Yeah, Verba Boss. Yeah, Linda Perales, I get it. It's not Scientology. When people cross your boundaries, it's healthy to leave those people alone. Scientology does it for senseless reasons. You're right, Angie. I just was shocked that a non-Scientology friend of mine was like, cut them off, cut them loose, move on. Why would you let someone talk to you like that? So it isn't like here's the thing, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is an important reminder. We got to do this. You've got a rattlesnake. Poisonous venom, right? It bites you. Oh my God, I'm bleeding. I have venom in me. I'm going to die in like 3 hours or however long it takes to die. Let's say it's 3 hours. Instead of going and fixing this and bandaging the wound, getting the poison out, getting the antidote, going to the hospital, we chase that snake. Oh my God, snake, get back here. Why'd you bite me? Why'd you do that? I'm a good person. Why'd you hurt me? Chase that snake. The snake just showed you who they really were, and we're chasing them. Instead of fixing ourselves, self-care, instead of caring more about ourselves, we chase the snake. We all do it. And I think you're right. I'm chasing the snake. And it's like, no, they've not, this isn't a one-time mistake. They've done this shit a lot. It's only in extreme circumstances. If somebody repeatedly abused me, that's it. I tried my best. God doesn't want me to be abused. Well, so that's what I was saying. I think God is putting me to the test. I think God is putting these hardcore people who blow past my boundaries in front of me to go, you're up, Reese. You got to deal with this. You're in the hot seat. Stand up for yourself. Do something about it this time. You were trained since you were a child to ignore your boundaries. You were rewarded for ignoring your boundaries. You're up, girl. Put me in, coach. Time to deal with it. Time, you were dealt those cards. You were dealt a bad hand, but now it's time to deal with it. Susan P., I am so sorry. Reese, I've told you this story before. My group of 5 friends of 40 years is now 4. Yeah. There's a ton of investment there, but it was the healthiest choice for us, and we departed with love. And I'm sorry that happened, Debbie, but I'm glad it ended that way. But also, guys, like, how do you, this makes me think of that one lady that was like the head of the FBI or whatever. Why think when I can feel? She said, women do this all the time. We ignore our gut feeling and we let our mind take over. But you know immediately how you feel about something. Before you think about it, you know how you feel. You feel it. Does it drain you? Do you feel unsafe? You get the feeling. We all have that built into us, but we override it with our minds. And then we go, you're safe. Oh, they're friends with everybody. They wouldn't do that. You talk yourself out of shit. You ignore the red flags. Why think when I can feel? These people that I'm having to cut loose made me feel a certain way, and it wasn't a good way. It was terrible. It drained me and it hurt me. The things that were said were very, very intentional and very hurtful. So it's like, yeah, you cut through boundaries that you knew better about. From what I'm learning about Scientology, it's an impersonal religion. So emotions don't mean much between folks. How do they ever get married? Well, there's a lot of marriages and a lot of divorces in Scientology. Everybody by the end screws each other because there's so many people that just get married and then they decide this isn't for, like, if you go into the Sea Org, B lady, there's people, you can't have sex or date or kiss or anything without being married. People are married and divorced like every other month in the Sea Org. There's a lot of that. Marie Marion, Reese, would you have ever treated them that way? No. If they're doing this regularly, Reese, they don't deserve your friend. No, but I am a hands-off kind of friend. If, like I said, if you called me and yawn, I'm going to let you go. You get some sleep. Like, I'm very hypersensitive and aware of people. And like, I don't want to step on your toes. I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't want to pry. I don't want to be like, you haven't called me. What's going on? You need to dump him. Like, I'm not that kind of friend. I'm so hands off. I'm that way with my son. I'm always behind him going, I'm here if you need me, but you can do this, right? Like, if you need me, I'm here. But I'm not a helicopter mom. I've never been like, what's he doing? What's he involved in? Who are his friends? Like, I trust him. That's how I am with my friends. I'm never going to like pry and dip my fingers into your life. We're too old for that. Like, I don't want to tell you what to do. And I, if you need to be told what to do all the time, that's something you should work through in therapy, that you need validation, external validation, because I was that way forever. I was always reaching. What do you think I should do? What should I do? I need approval. I can't decide. I need 40 people on a panel to tell me, and then I'll take a vote and we'll have a poll. What the fuck? Come on, girl. Reach in here. Don't reach externally. Reach in here. You have the answer. You know the answer. You feel it in your gut. You're just ignoring it. And you need approval. I was that way. Yeah, a dear friend of mine always said, trust your gut. Is it really a friendship if they don't hear you? Exactly. People know what they're doing, and that's the other problem at our age. I love that, New Hope Mickey. Reese, sometimes you have friends for a season. Our friendship is no longer serving us well. Time to end. Yes, you outgrow people for sure, Mickey. People outgrow each other. And that's another thing that we need to normalize. The next friendship I enter into, I'm almost going to have like a prenup. I almost want to say, like, hey, if a year from now we're not feeling this anymore, or 6 months or 5 years, like, it's okay to just part without being angry or hateful or any of that stuff. Like, people outgrow each other. People outgrow jobs. People outgrow marriages. Like, why wouldn't you outgrow a friendship? How realistic is it to have a friend for 50, 60 years? It happens, but it also doesn't happen. Did the things that happened just start recently, or have they been going on for all of your friendship? What do you think is different now that let you do something? Well, I'm talking about several different people here. It's not just one, unfortunately. And oh my God, speaking of friends, a friend of mine just reached out that I haven't talked to in a long time. That's great. I'll have to respond to her. So we're talking about different people here. I'm talking about multiple people here, which really sucks. One of them, it happened out of the blue, but there was no denying what they said and their behavior, and they did it like 6 times. And it was like, it wasn't a mistake. And that's the other thing you have to remind yourself, guys. I want to give people grace, but at the same time, love you, Linda. Hey, Lady O, how are your boobs or lack thereof? At the same time, people know what they're doing. At our age, I give less grace. Reese, you're working so hard to grow, and it sounds like this friend is holding you back and may want to keep you from your growth. I 100% felt that. And again, why think when I can feel? I felt dirty. It made me feel dirty. It made me feel small. That's not irrational reactions. Like, it matched up completely with what was said to me. And then I look at it and, okay, good, Lady O. I'm sorry, babe. That's amazing, Mary Barons. I love that. That's something to be really grateful for. Lucky. It's hard because I really, that's my thing. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, maybe they didn't mean it. Maybe they were tired. Maybe they misunderstood. I pull that shit with myself all the time. And it's like, maybe they knew what they were doing. And maybe you just maybe they knew they could get away with it. And that's hard to focus on because you don't want to believe that. You know them. You love them. You care about them. You don't want to. But when it's as harmful as it was with me, it was very intentionally harmful. It's so hard to turn the other way at this point, knowing what I know and what I worked through in therapy last week. It's like, I cannot unsee. I absolutely cannot unsee what was the bull bait thing. It's unbelievable to me that I have been doing bull bait for my whole life. I started at 4, thousands of hours of it, and I never considered the rest of it. I could break down what it was. I could break down like the outcome of it. And, I have all kinds of memories of how it all went, but I did not look at the other side of it, which was the most dangerous. B lady, it's several people. So yes, I'm talking about specific people. I'm not naming them and I'm not being specific because I don't out my friends. I don't out my enemies. I know things about my enemies I would never Never. It's not my style. I'm not doing that. It's trashy as shit. And I don't have that kind of a channel. I don't get off on it. I don't want to see people suffer. I don't want to go, you're going to love the tea tonight. That's not my thing. I don't do drama. I think it's fucking gross when people get off on other people's misfortunes. I think it's gross. So I would never do that. So I'm trying to be as general as I can because I'm not trying to out people or expose anyone. It's truly the feelings I'm trying to work through. I'm not being surreptitious here. I'm not I'm not trying to hurt anyone here. It's just I'm hurt and I'm trying to talk through it without talking through it. That's all I'm doing. Yeah. Love you, son. Rocks in a box. Thank you for saying that and just acknowledging it, babe. Thank you for validating me. Yeah, that's another thing, Kat. People saying you're too sick. Taz the Bulldog. Taz the Bulldog, I'm happy to see you. I've missed you. I thought maybe you left. Welcome. Thank you, Lisa Kelson. They hurt me. Yeah, they hurt me. I will heal, guys. I will be just fine. If I can make it through Scientology, I'm not going to fail now. That's how I feel about the haters. Like, you guys are going to have to do better than that because I made it through that cult for 38 years. I'm feeling pretty strong. Like, come get some. Sorry, I had to do that for Lady O. I'll be okay. And I'll be better than okay because I really do think this was some kind of a test for me. I have to stand up for myself and I can't do it. Michelle said that to me today. She goes, I can't believe you're entertaining trying to talk to these people still. And like, you're chasing the snake. You're chasing the snake. You're chasing a rattlesnake going, why did you bite me? That hurt. Why? I'm bleeding. Look, they don't give a fuck. They know what they did. Go take care of the wound. You have to live with you. You have to die with you, not these people. I tell Huxley that with his 10th grade class. He's compares himself to things and, you know, he's like, that person's better or that person. And I get it. That's such a teenage thing to do. And quite honestly, adult thing to do. We all do it. But I try to tell him, I'm like, son, you are so much more important here. You're not going to be hanging out with those people in 10 years. I'm talking about bullies. Someone made fun of him recently. And I was like, I mean, it sucks. But dude, let's be honest. Like, you're going to blow past that. That person is going to be a fading, fleeting, stupid memory for you. Like, who cares, honestly? And let people be wrong about you. And it really actually worked out. We had this talk in the kitchen the other night. And he was like, I can't believe he called the kid called him fat. And I said, Huxley, I've had over 5 million people watch my channel. 5 million is not a small number. It's not enormous. There's other channels that have millions and millions. I'm proud of that number though, right? But that number comes with bullies, haters. I was like, son, people call child services. They call your school. They call me fat. They call me ugly. I look like a clown. I wear too much makeup. I'm mother of the year. I'm a piece of shit. I deserve to die. Blah, 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 blah. Let people be wrong about you. Come get some. He was like, that's true. He was like, you get it hate on such a bigger scale. I was like, yes, I do. And I said, you got it. You get shields up, son. I said, you got to get up every morning and go shields up. They're coming for you. They'll always be coming for you. Hey, Robin Miners, put on your bulletproof vest. Get your Kevlar out. Hey, doing it Deb's way. I'm glad to see you. People will come and go, especially as you change who you are on your channel and in real life. It's a fact that comes with change. It is, and she's so right. It's just hard for me to say, hey, we've outgrown each other. This is where the road ends for us. Anyone who has a YouTube channel with videos up is exposing themselves to hate, part of the program, and you got to be able to have thick skin for that. And I'm grateful in a lot of ways for Scientology. I'm thankful. Scientology was not all bad. It was 98% bad. But like, I feel that I have good communication skills because of it from all the drilling I've done and communication courses. I feel that the bull bait, while it desensitized me and made me empty inside and numb, I'm perfect to be a YouTuber, to be on social media, because I don't react. I'm not a reactive person. I've taken so much worse heat and hate in this life than any fucking person that's going to come out and be like, I'm going to make a hate video on relatable race. Wow, we've never seen that before. Look at you being all original and shit. Full of all these original ideas. Damn. Never thought of that. Clever. I'm so sorry this has happened to you, Reese. I'm glad, however, that you were able to see that was happening and do the right thing for you. I am too. Thanks, Angel K. Bullies are so stupid. And bullies really do rely on overpowering you and like expecting you to feel fear. Thank you, West Coast Fancy Nancy. That's all they have. Every morning you put on the armor of God. Lisa Kelson, yes. People always becoming, especially if you're kind, the ghouls try to get their jollies off people in pain. You're right. They don't care. They don't care. Of course they don't care. They're always going to be hateful like that unless some miracle happens and they see the shitty ways of their hate. Robin Myers, I'm just talking about in general. Thank you for that. I just saw your message. Thank you in the chat. You know who you are, who I'm talking to. Yeah, old Charlie, that's a good point. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm here with my chat. I'm here with this channel that I'm very grateful for. People who have supported me since day one. I have amazing mods that are here to support us and protect us always. These people have families, jobs, a life, and they, at the drop of a hat, at the drop of a wrench, they're here. So I couldn't be happier. I couldn't feel more like the definition of success. But it still hurts. Loss is hard. And it's hard to say for me. I know it's different for a lot of you, but a lot of you were not trained to ignore your boundaries. Even people, though, who do have a hard time with boundaries, who have a hard time with confrontation. Thanks, Pepperoni Nips. You wore a strawberry crocheted hanky on your head, and we love you for it. You better believe it, girl. Thanks, Rocks in a Box. You're not so bad yourself there, girl. It's really hard to say, I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with what you just said. I mean, how many of those men in my previous marriage were coming up, groping me, grabbing me? I never said anything. I never said a word. I cried. I froze. It scared me. But most women, when I tell that story, are like, are you kidding? I would have grabbed that dude, kicked him in the balls, and dropped him to the ground. Like, not me. That's just not how I react to things, because now it makes total sense that bull bait creates people to it's a learned freeze response. And so here I am letting people grab me, grope me, walk all over me, say horrible things. I'm not saying like poor me. This isn't a victim thing. This is a learning experience. I have to learn. Oh, I see why I do that. I often like to know the origin of, I mean, it's weird because I was trained in Scientology. We were always trained. We use this word a lot. You're being significant. I often would be in session and I would say this all the time on the cans with the auditor. I'm no different than I am now. I used to do this all the time. I want to know where that comes from. Do you know what I mean? Like, I let people walk all over me, for instance, which is true. In session, if I were in session right now, I would go, why do I do that? I want to know where that comes from. Like, where did that originate? Where did that start? They would always say, like, we don't need to know. Let's move forward. Stay in present time. You're being significant. You don't need to be significant about it. It doesn't matter where it started. To me, I feel the opposite about that. I'm glad I'm not a Scientologist anymore for that reason, because it's always mattered to me. If I can pinpoint and locate, oh my God, that started when I was 4 because of this, and now I remember that. And it's like, then I can really examine it. Now, not everybody's that way, but I like to dissect shit and really get into, you know, the mess of it and go, why do we do that? I do that when I'm in a relationship with a guy. I'll be like, hold on, back up. Why do we do this to each other? We're on the same team. Why are we fighting like this? I like to do the why. Why? Where did that come from? Not everybody likes to do that, but I do. You get the respect you command. Yeah, that's probably true. You know the rules of the real world now. That prick should have believed and defended you. Yes. But we succeeded anyway, didn't we, Robin? Debbie Zito, I definitely see that you were sticking to your boundaries better and recognizing red flags a little sooner. Be proud of your growth. I'm sorry you are hurting, but you're doing more for your healing. Thank you, babe. Thank you for saying that, Debbie. I love you. I was watching a show and they were talking about boundaries. They pointed out that a person can't. I'm assuming you'll finish that, Sue. Hey, Erica, I'm glad that you made it, babe. It's just so unnatural for me to say, hey, whoa. Hey, whoa. Not cool with that. Don't do that. Don't like it. I'm more worried about setting me on fire to keep you warm. I will endure that. I will endure that because I was trained to. I was rewarded for enduring that. And I have to undo that. I have to unravel it, unlearn it, and reverse that. And it's hard. It's really hard to do. And I realize how it's going to take a lot of work. Yeah, Robin, it's going to take a lot of work. I recognize it now. I can recognize it. It's hard for me to voice it. It's really hard for me to do that. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to step on toes. I don't want to tell people what to do. I'm real funny about that. But something I do need to learn to do is tell people how to fucking treat me. That's what's been missing all these years, right? Like you teach people how to treat you. And I've been teaching people all my life. I'll zip my lips shut. You can use me and abuse me and say whatever you want because I've been trained to take it. And people smell that on me. People who are assholes smell that and flock to me because they need that narc hit. People who are like that, like they get off, they love being able to punch somebody around and verbally abuse them, walk through their boundaries like wallpaper. They love that shit. I'm a perfect candidate for people like that. And I have to figure out how to say, hey, whoa, not going to do that. Don't like that. Don't do that. Like, I have to figure out how to say it. I believe that we train people how to treat us. This has been a hard lesson. Yeah, we do. Like, if you put up with shit, you almost can't complain. Like, that's why I'm saying, please don't look at me as like some victim here. I've put up with it. I was trained to put up with it. I didn't realize I was putting up with it so much as I am. But now that I know, I really can't complain. If you're going to put up with it now that you are aware and see the light, you're just training someone how to teach you, how to treat you. You're allowing it. Yeah, Jessamine, I totally agree. Being aware of it is very important, Robin Miners. It really is. Make others boundaries, but not only their own. If they hurt me, I won't make time for them. That's my boundary. I'm guessing you already tried talking to them. I did. Not every single one. One of them I did not. One of them just stopped talking to me, honestly. I'm so damn proud of you, Reese. It's a huge breakthrough. How to draw and enforce your boundaries. Yes, it's just, how do I do it, Kestrel? So glad you're doing it. I'm 55, just stopped numbing, and I'm finally working through the shit. That is so inspiring. See, I think we're kind of in a lot of ways all in this together. Aha, you're cute. I can't stop staring at your new tattoo. It's more amazing every day. Thank you. I like the color here. I really do, but I don't see the fox. I wish I could see the fox. Like when I look in the mirror, it looks like this. I can't see it. I have to do that. But it is cool. I really like it more than I did before. I like it a lot more. Thank you for saying that, Angie. We were past. We will listen to red flags now. Yes. I'm the same, Lori Lee. If I accidentally hurt someone's feelings, I'm mortified. Love you, Pat Jonas. She's so true. I'm the opposite of these people who blow through boundaries, man. I am like overthinker to the max. If someone so much as makes a face near me, I'm like, did I just hurt their feelings? Did I just say something? Did I say, was it too much? Was I myself? Was I my asshole dark self? And like they took that joke as serious. And I start to unravel. I panic. I have meltdowns. I'm like, oh my God, this is why I can't have friends. This is why I shouldn't talk to people. I hurt their feelings. I didn't realize I hurt their feelings. What should I say? What should I do? Do I send a gift basket? What am I supposed to do? Do I call Harry and David and get like a muffin tin? I get so weirded out about it. And I attract people who are the opposite. And they're like, flick you around, walk past your boundaries. It's not cool, man. I don't do that to people. I am flawed in so many ways and naive, and I need to sharpen my skills in a lot of ways. I'm very uneducated, but one thing's for sure, I'm extremely intuitive when it comes to, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I am not a person who wants to intentionally hurt anybody. I don't get off on it. That's why you don't see me having a drama channel. I'm not a hater. I don't find that gratifying at all to be like, ooh, this person's failing. Let's do a show on it. Like, ugh, that's gross to me. It makes me want to puke. How could you be happy about somebody's misfortunes, somebody's sadnesses, somebody's loss? I don't do that. It's a bad energy too. Like that's just a bad, you're just asking. It's bad. It's beyond this universe for me. And I don't want to be happy about people not doing, even bad people not doing well. I don't want to know. I'm out of the loop intentionally. I don't want to know. Good for you, Kat. Thank you, Jessamine. The tattoo looks good enough. Thank you, old Charlie. This was good. This was good. I feel good about this. I'd like to talk about it more. These are such good topics. I could go on for days about this stuff because people need this kind of a talk. Some people are super advanced and they're like, I wouldn't let people say shit to me. I'm so in love. I admire people so much who are like, I would never allow someone to talk to me like that. I'm like, teach me. Like, I need to be around you more. Because you're not being mean. You're just setting your boundaries and you're making them clear. But you know what? People who take advantage and treat me the way they treat people the way they treated me, people who take advantage like that never fuck with people who are healed and don't allow it. You ever notice that? They pick on the weaker ones like me that they know I won't say anything. People who love to pick on that kind of personality, they're never going to come after someone who's bold and sets their boundaries and they're ready to tango with you. People don't pick on people their own size. You ever notice that? They pick on the weaker one. Really brave. It's karma, celebrating bad things happening to draw others' bad juju your way. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I honestly don't have time to find out which channel is growing or failing. I have no idea how folks have all that time. Agreed. People keep track of like my numbers. They count my super chats. Please have at it. I'm still succeeding. Whether you think so or not is completely up to you and subjective. I'm about to drop to 17,000 subs. Couldn't be happier about it. I still feel really, really good about the direction I'm going in. I take fault for so many things that are out of my control. When the internet goes down at work, I immediately think this was me. Yes, you could have been a good Scientologist. You pulled it in. I've put up with an awful coworker for 3.5 years. I went from killing with kindness to food bribery. Oh my God. To very cool and avoidant until she finally said outright nasty things about me to the manager. That's horrible. To the phone manager, very small where you can hear anything. I finally stood up big time. 2 months later, she still won't admit. She said, you stood up though. That's the point. Michelle told me that at work today that someone did that. And she was like, you're not going to do that. She was like, I'm not going to put up with that. And ever since then, that person's like backed off. And because that's how bullies are. Can I have a muffin tin even if you didn't hurt my feelings? Yeah, I love a cranberry orange muffin. I also love a blueberry muffin, but like a nice cinnamon muffin is nice too. Is it not, West Coast fans? I'm with you, girl. I also love a bagel. So if you want to send me a bagel tin. Oh, was I sending you? Okay, sorry. I turned that on myself. Selfish. I've got to go to bed. I love you, Lisa Kelson. Tell Craig hi. I know they count your super chats. They go through everything. They're so meticulous. They go through every little filing cabinet on my life. The sad news is they're never going to find anything. You can find every receipt in the book. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm living my life. I'm a law abiding citizen. Like, people kind of threaten me like, ooh, you're going to jail now, Missy. It's like, okay, I think you got the wrong Reese. Like, I may be a fuck up, but like, you know, those memes that you see, it's like, imagine hating me and I'm just at home like that. Like, I'm just at home, like looking at myself in the mirror naked, like tearing myself down. Like, it's so ridiculous. You're not exposing anything. You just expose how obsessive you are about another person you don't even know. Like, who has that kind of time? You are not weak. You may feel weak sometimes. You may think others feel you are weak, but you're not. You have fierce force inside of you that you're just learning how to. Thank you. I think that's true of all of us. And I think you're right, Angie Mo. It's amazing how angry you get. Yeah. And that's another thing. If that's another one, guys, love you, Mary Barons. If they're a friend and you set boundaries and they don't respect it, they were never a friend. That's another way to test it. Test that rattlesnake. If you set a boundary and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I totally did that. And I'm so sorry. That would be a conversation I would have. And I would go, I'm so sorry that I hurt you. Not my intention. If you said, oh, I have an itch suddenly. Sorry. Oh, I can't get it. I can't get it. This is where it's important to have a boyfriend. If you set a boundary and they go, no, or if they flip out, never was a friend. Not anyone that cared about you in the first place. People who care about you will absolutely go, I'm so sorry. Kat, super chat friendship tax. How could I forget? I love you, Kat. That's so sweet, babe. Thank you. My thought is that you transition out of Scientology as you analyze your new feelings. And it's fascinating to watch. Oh my God, every day. It's an onion, bee lady, every day. I'm like, whoa. Every day I feel so stupid. And then I snap out of it. But I feel like a 3-year-old. I can't tell you how many people have been like, Reese, we learned that when we were 13 in life. Like, that's something you learn as a child. I'm learning stuff that I'm like, no way. All the time. I'm like, whoa, didn't see that, didn't know that. Like, I feel like I'm on another planet now. I always say when I left Scientology, Margie, it's like you dropped me on a New York City subway at midnight and went, good luck surviving. Like, it's totally different to come out of Scientology into the real world. It's like, I didn't know your guys' etiquette. I didn't know your habits. Thank you, Erica. So many things I'm learning. And baby steps, I am so happy to see you. Needed downtime. Been here from the start. I have been unsettled by certain things. If I had left, I would have missed your amazing growth. I hope to stay open for growth, mine and yours. I love you. I'm sorry that you're going through something. I totally get it though. I really am too. And I just want you to know I'm with you. Like, we're on the same page. I don't know what you're going through, but just know we're both going through something, and you're a good friend of mine and I love you. And I'm glad that you stayed with me. Thank you for super chatting me. It meant the world. Thank you for telling us that. What a weird hobby. Very weird hobby. Yeah. Yeah. Craig thinks it's so funny you tell him hi. He's so shy. Makes him and I laugh. You are very loved. I love Craig. I love Craig. And thank you for making me a part of the family. I really want to watch the Gemstones. So I might want to try to use your guys' Hulu account again. I haven't tried to sign in, but I might want to try. There's like some show. I've been wanting to watch Girls too again. I'm like, sometimes I just want to watch like 30 minutes of something and I can't. So I might tell Craig I might bust into his account. Thank you, Kestrel. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for listening to me tonight. Hit subscribe on your way out if you want to be subscribed. Otherwise, that's okay too. This was a good talk. And baby steps, yeah, it makes me think we need to talk about this stuff more. It really does help. I've said this before. You came from a cult that never taught you to love and respect relationships or yourself. And that isn't something that changes quickly. Totally. And I've also walked all over people. I've blown past boundaries because of that, Deb's way. And you make a good point. Absolutely. It goes both ways. She's right. I was never taught to value any kind of a relationship. So in the beginning of my channel, I treated some people like dog shit. I'm not sitting here going like, people are mean to me. I've been mean to people. I mean, I'm not saying that because I've said that 100 times. I'm not trying to make it look like I haven't been a horrible, god awful person before. I have, but it was because I didn't value relationships. So thank you for reminding me of that. And I really appreciate that. Guys, I really love you. I really love you. And I'll be back. I should be back tomorrow. I have to take Huxley to the gym tomorrow. But I should be back tomorrow. If you're up for it, we'll do an afternoon stream. If not, I can come back Monday. Yeah, Heather, it is HBO, but I thought it was on Hulu too. I don't know. I just kind of sometimes like want to watch a show just to check out. Sometimes it's such an anti Scientologists don't sit down and watch TV. So it's like hard for me to do that lately. But sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I could just like watch an episode or something. I just want to check out. Kestrel, got it. Hey, Riley's human. I'm happy to see you made it anyway. How about tomorrow afternoon around 4 or 5? Does that sound good, Central? I'll be here if you guys want me to be here. If not, I'll give you a day off. Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays are weird. They're just weird. People are busy. People have a life. I get it. I love you, Muffet Lou. So, guys, thank you tonight for staying with me. Thank you for listening to this. I feel like I needed to get that out. I really wasn't trying to throw anybody under the bus. I was just trying to put my feelings out there. I know, Lori Lee. Just what do Scientologists do? Play games? No, they're not allowed to sit around and do that. They clean. You have to be busy. It's called producing. You have to produce all the time. That's why they work around the clock. They work on Christmas. They work 7 days a week. You have to constantly be like on your downtime. You should be cleaning or producing. That's why I'm constantly doing that. I'm always, ask any of my friends. I'm always vacuuming. I'm always cleaning. Every time I'm on a phone call, I'm like multitasking and wiping down all the windows. It's weird and it's a problem. It's a habit. Thanks, Audra in Denver. I'm glad you were here. And that super chat, Matt, I have been here since you were doxxed by Aaron. Yes. I know you have, baby steps. You've been with me forever. And I value you so much. I really love you. Sometimes I almost accidentally say your name and I won't, but I really love you. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for the super chat. Love you, Jessamine. And guys, I will see you tomorrow then. Love you, B lady. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you made it. All right, everybody, here comes Fred. It's kind of late. Everybody get to bed. Love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Here comes Fred.